Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I cannot believe it. I physically can't believe it. Tottenham Hotspur have managed to not score a single goal in 2 games versus AC Milan, a struggling side in Serie A right now. Just congratulations to them on the win. After all, yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, I, can anyone help me out here? Because I'm pissed right now. How did Tottenham Hotspur not score a goal? Harry Kane, the amount of times he was presented in front of goal, Richarlison, and Romero just let us down, man. Romero, mate, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing, guys? If you do want to join the stream, click down below. I mean, the amount of times. Okay, let's start off with the simple things. Fraser Forster, decent game. He had stopped a couple of times, but then his composure on the ball was just terrible. Then you had Skippy and Højbjerg. Both of them need to be run together. I thought the whole team today was absolutely atrocious. And then we talk about Sonny. We're screaming at the TV or in the game, pass it. Why can everyone else see that you need to pass, but he can't? I'm just livid right now. How does he see? But I mean, yeah. This is Tottenham. Tell me you didn't expect us to win. I mean, it was so obvious that we were going to lose. It was so obvious we were going to lose. And the fact that Antonio Conte is just standing there. And then towards the end, Harry Kane was just walking to get the ball. It wasn't even pressing. You see, this is a lack of, of energy in the team. Yes, but I 100% agree with you, 100%. I think, it's not just unlucky, it's the fact that Romero gets sent off for a red card for a reckless challenge. For no need, absolutely no need for it. And then you got, I don't know, flipping Pedro Porro on the ball. He was okay. He wasn't terrible. He was not terrible at all. But still, you can't be doing that. Oh, sorry about that. Lost you for a second. Sorry about that. And then you got criticised who's trying his best. Emerson's our best player on the pitch. It's just unbelievable. I'm livid right now. We're out of the Champions League. That was the only thing we could hang on to. But then you need to take this into some positive way and say, okay, if we were still in the Champions League, we'll probably get Real Madrid next round, probably get Bayern, probably get a top team, and then and then we just get thrashed double digits. Yes, believe it or not, we would get battered double digits. Can you believe it? Vinicius versus Eric Dyer. Can you imagine that? Vinicius versus Eric Dyer on the left hand side, or Vinicius versus Emerson Royale. Mate, Vinicius is going past them like nothing. And then for example, if you got I don't know, flipping Sané against Emerson. I mean, I think overall, it was an absolutely terrible game for Tottenham. I think, maybe we did do a decent sub on the 50th minute. Who was it? I think it was Richie to come on. That was a good sub. I thought it was, but then it wasn't. I know how it feels. Hope you do well, but thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, right now, it's terrible because the fact that I went into that game positive. I thought we could get a goal, and all we needed is a goal. All we needed was one lucky shot or one lucky thing. But it just didn't go our way today. At the end of the day, Milan had a decent game. He saved a couple of shots, but we didn't really test him. I feel like we didn't test him. Højbjerg had one shot. Pedro Porro had a shot, but that went blazing eye. And then you had Harry Kane's header towards the end. But except for that, it was all. That was it. That was basically it. We didn't properly test Milan, and I think if we did, then that would be a completely different story. Gareth is here. Yes. How are you doing? I mean, let me start it off. I'm sorry before you say anything. I'm pissed right now. What are you?
Just a fucking joke, really. Just bollocks. It's the same shit over and over every year. Same shit. Watching the boys tonight, like good tempo to begin with. We had 2 fucking shots on target the whole game. We playing at home. You got 2 fucking shots. I mean,
Pathetic.
And the second shot came right at the end with Kane's header. Yeah, great save, but 2 shots. I mean, I keep saying there's no fucking creativity in midfield. Whenever Højbjerg or Skips get the ball, It's always side to side or out to the wings. It's just fucking boring, man. It's just so flat. It's just you wait for the ball to get into the final third, and you know nothing's going to fucking happen because it hardly ever does. I mean, it's just look. I'm watching obviously the highlights now, and it's just shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a massive night tonight. Obviously, the players knew that. Conte don't give a fuck anyway.
Yeah.
It's just so shit. It's same year, just different time. Anyway,
I mean,
yeah, I can
look,
fucking go on
I
forever.
mean, yeah, at the end of the day, you got to think about it like this. I heard that Danny Rose said something before the game started. Like the players will have in their mind that Antonio Conte is, it's halfway leaving, and that's true. At the end of the day, I saw towards the end. I don't know if you saw this, but Harry Kane lost the ball towards the end, and he it must be 90 something minute, and just didn't want to get the ball because you know what. Bless him. He doesn't deserve to run the ball. He deserves for the ball to come to him because he's been working his arse off for time for us. Yet no one else gives a crap about us right now. The fact that when we're in the middle of the game, okay, and I don't know about you. I said this before. I don't know about you, but Son's got the ball 3-4 times. He just keeps on holding on the ball, except giving out. He needs to be giving the ball out much quicker out of his feet. And the fact that it's not just him. We all know that at the end of the day, for example, hypothetically speaking, Emerson Royale's on the right hand side. Okay, we all know he's going to pass to 𝗠𝗁𝗃, but he takes 5 minutes and then he passes. I mean, do you think this game is tactically? We tactically didn't go into this correctly, or do you think mentally we were just not ready for the game?
Both, mate. We've been tactically shit the whole season.
Yeah.
Mentality, I mean, you look at things like all these big clubs, and apparently we're one of these big clubs, top 6, but we don't perform like a top 6. It's like, look at last night. That's a perfect example. 1-0 down against Dortmund, Chelsea. They come back and win 2-0. That's fucking mentality. That's what big teams do. Is they come in, their heads in the game. They know what they're doing. Talk about heads in the game. What the fuck was Romero doing? What was he doing? What was he thinking? I mean, you look. I get he likes to tackle, but he's on a yellow. The ball was going out, and he fucking. I mean, if he slid any further, he would have gone through the stadium, mate. I mean, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. It's bad enough.
That for me just turns the switch between what a good defender he is. He's not great. He's a good defender and a great defender. A great defender knows his composure. He knows when to put in a tackle like that. For example, Ramos. Yeah, I bet you Ramos does that every other game, but he knows when to do it. He's not going to do it when his team's 1-0 down in a Champions League match when they need to get the win. I mean, let's just answer this question here. Are you from 𝗣cie𝘁𝗁𝗆? Are you Conte in or out right now?
I was in, but I mean, no player or no manager is bigger than the club. So what I've seen and how he's reacted, and I'm now Conte out purely because you don't want to be there. If you don't want to be there, fucking don't be there. If you want to leave, just leave, bro. Like, I mean, it's not hard, is it? I understand you got a contract, and I watched his. Go on.
No, go. What were you saying?
I just watched his pre-match conference as well.
Yeah.
I thought the boy was going to fall asleep, man.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to fall asleep. He was just.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything in any of his press conferences.
But it's just like
all he says is, I don't know. Mate, just tell us something, honestly.
It's just so fucking lethargic. I mean, it was pointless. I mean, I posted about it as well, saying like, he's obviously, it's great to see him back. Obviously, the boys need the manager. I mean, it's a big loss when you don't have your manager on the pitch and blah, blah, blah. But it's clearly rubbing off on the players as well. I mean, any player, if I was playing and I knew that Conte is highly likely to be leaving at the end of the season, I mean, what sort of confidence does that instill in you? Like,
Yeah.
it's just a shambles, mate. It's fucking shambles.
Do you think now, with all this whole thing about Conte in, Conte out, do you think that was placed? Okay, this is the question. When the players performed today, you know, I feel like they were a little bit scared. They were very, very scared because of Conte. I think he puts a lot of pressure on the players, and that's why I liked it when Stanley was there, because he doesn't have as much pressure. And at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want because Stanley isn't the manager. I feel like at the end, Harry Kane, you see him, he had a little talk with the manager. He was like, "What else you want me to do? What else you want me to do?" To answer Benjamin Howitt's question, I'm Conte out right now. I love him. I love him to bits. But I think I agree with what Gareth says. A manager's never as big as a club, and for that reason, you need to sack him right now. Going into, I mean, what is Tottenham's next game? I mean, we're now out of the Champions League, and our next game is against Nottingham Forest. Are we writing that one off, or what are we saying about that? Because, you know, for all we know, our defence is going to be absolutely shite. Our midfield is currently shite, and our attack is basically one man. Because 𝗧𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺, I'm sorry, as much as everyone wants to say he's good, this season he's not been as good as how he was last season.
He got pocketed tonight, mate. He was just running around in circles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to tell something, when Pedro Porro came on, do you think that was a good substitution, or I mean, yeah, what do you think of that substitution?
I mean, a lot of I thought the same, and a lot of Spurs fans have been saying it as well. I completely agree. I liked that substitution, putting Emerson on the left, Porro on the right, and we saw a difference straight away. I mean, again, there seemed to be more intensity down the wings. 𝗧𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺, that boy as well. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. Absolute shite again. Can't tackle to save his life. Again, I don't actually know why he started. I mean, if you're willing to make the substitution to put Emerson on the left on the 60th minute or somewhere around there,
I think it was the 50th minute, yeah.
Why not just start him on left? Because we know 𝗧𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺 ain't performing this season. You know how big of a game it is. Why you play him? Put Royal on the left and Porro on the right.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that, by the way? The Emerson on the left. Do you think that was a good decision by the manager?
Yeah.
Rather than keeping 𝗧𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺 on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I agree. I think when Pedro Porro came on, he looked a little bit more like himself, as in sporting himself. He didn't give away that much ball, but what he needs to improve on is his chemistry with 𝗧𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺 on the right hand side. Romero since the World Cup hasn't been the same, has he? Gareth, you want to answer that?
No, I completely agree. Obviously, at the end of the day, he's a World Cup winner. I mean, a World Cup winner, then you watch tonight, knowing you're on a yellow, and you go in fucking calamity into a player to get sent off. I mean, it don't make sense. A player who's recently won the World Cup goes and does sort of decisions like this. I mean, I get he likes a tackle, but again, at the same time, he gets a lot of them wrong. It's very rarely that I watch Romero not getting booked. He gets booked a lot, and he commits a lot of fouls because he dives in when he doesn't need to do it. And I don't understand why he does it. I understand he's young and he needs time to develop. I get that. But he's a World Cup winner, meaning he should be at a level where he understands when and when not to do them sort of tackles. And it's just fucking mind-blowing, mate.
Do you think it could be because there's not a leadership role in that centre-back position? Because right now, where we played today, we played Lenglet, not a leader. We played Ben Davies, not a leader, and Romero, who's not a leader. Do you think that... Because in the midfield, you've got Højbjerg who can tell everyone, boss around what to do. On the attack, we've got Kane. In the defence, no one's there. And especially when you've got... When usually they've got a leader as a goalkeeper who can command them what to do. But even then, it was Fraser Forstinger. I felt like we lacked a lot of leadership in the defence today, and they didn't know when to attack the ball. They didn't know when to defend the ball. Lucky they didn't concede, but I mean, still, it's an absolute atrocious performance from the
I,
team today.
I mean, we know we need better defense. We know we need someone that's more vocal in the back and takes the lead, like you said. We get that. But then again, Romero, he needs to take personal responsibility for his actions tonight. Whether you have fucking Ramos next to you, I still wouldn't have stopped Romero doing what he did. I mean, he just lost his head. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm sitting here and I keep fucking running it through, going, like, it wasn't even like a one-on-one or through on goal or fucking, like, it was going out for a throw, mate. It was going out for a throw. Like, it just fucking blows my mind. I don't get
also
it.
He slightly got injured as well whilst doing that tackle. I mean, you're going to sacrifice yourself when we're 1-0 down and get a red card at the same time. Bloody hell. This is a good comment. In Argentina, you have Otamendi, who's very experienced and had a whole career. And so in Argentina, Romero has a leader near him. But in Spurs, there's no leader. I mean, it's true. It's true at the end of the day, and you know what annoys me most is the fact that when we're 1-0 down, you know, we're doing the exact same thing constantly. Whether it's defenders, the midfielders, or the attackers, we all know that when we're a quarter or when we're 3/4 up the pitch, we always pass the ball back to the goalkeeper. We all know that, and it annoys me because if we know that, then certainly the opposition know that as well. What else do we need to do to get the ball into the box right now? I mean,
well, I keep saying it. We need a cam. We need creativity. I saw with Paul O'Keefe, he said something about Maddison. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know the true story behind it. I get that, but if that's the case, it's like, what planet are you living on? You could potentially get James Maddison. We have not had a cam since we lost. So we had Ericsson and then we had Lo Celso. Lo Celso was absolute dog shit. And then since then, we've had no creativity, someone who actually pulls the strings. And that's our problem. We and then you get the opportunity, so they say, to sign James Maddison in the summer, and our manager rejects the opportunity. Why? Why the fuck would you do that?
Do you think it's maybe because the formation he's playing, it doesn't request a cam? I think it does request a cam, 100% request a cam more than a centre mid. But if we can't get a centre mid like Christian Eriksen in the doors, you have to get at least a decent cam like James Maddison. I mean, talking about signings, what on earth do you make out of 𝗠𝗁𝗁𝗀/Richarlison?
I don't get that as well.
Crap.
I mean, 𝗠𝗁𝗁𝗀, what we have seen of him, obviously he played against Preston, scored a goal, blah, blah, blah. But the boy hasn't even played. He hasn't played. Why loan someone and not play them? For backup, I get it. I get it. But surely you're going to give the boy a few minutes at least. You're going to take 𝗠𝗁𝗁𝗀 off, bring him on, or at least give him 10, 15 minutes to run. And then tonight, rather than bringing 𝗠𝗁𝗁𝗀 on, they bring fucking Davinson Sanchez. Like, are they forgetting we're 1-0 down? We're not fucking 1-0 up, we're 1-0 down. You don't bring a defender on when you lose in the game. It's just absolute calamities, mate.
I think if it was Liverpool, if it was Chelsea, if it was United, they would have said, okay, Maguire, get off the pitch, Anthony, get on the pitch. They would do substitutions of, like, you know, we're going all out, and that's what Tottenham Hotspur should have done. They should have taken off Son time. I mean, the amount of times the guys lost the ball for us. I mean, you know, I don't even want to see him shoot the ball anymore because I know he's going to miss. You know, towards the end, I want to get your opinion on this. Towards the end, Sanchez fell or tripped or something like that. Was that a pen?
To be quite honest with you, mate, I saw it, but I was fucking nearly half asleep by then. Like, I lost complete interest in the game. It was, I knew it was over. I mean, it's just like, it just don't make sense. It just pisses me off. People won't understand how fucking fuming I am because 22 years of this dog shit. When I say 22 years, I'm not talking of Levy, that prick. I'm talking about me supporting Spurs. Nearly 23 years I've supported them. And it's the same shit all the time. It's the same shit all the time. I don't understand it. I mean, they're talking about Pochettino coming back. Yeah, lovely. But people forget why he left to begin with. He left because it didn't work out. So he's going to come back, and the recycling process, all that shit's going to start again. Levy's going to be loving life because he won't need to be demanding big set. Like, he loves Poch because Poch works wonders by saving that prick loads of money. That's what happened. And like, I do apologize to the viewers and that about swearing, but I'm just fuming. It's bullshit. It's the same. Like, I had a follower on Insta say to me that all I do is rant when we lose. People are forgetting I've spent fucking thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds following Spurs of my hard-earned money, and I go and watch this dog shit.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, that's why I rant, because they. Yeah, go on, mate.
No, I'm saying go on. I'm saying, of course, you're gonna be fuming.
So that's why I rant. At the end of the day, I've spent a lot of my time, a lot of my money following this dog shit. And the thing is, they're like, oh, give them a chance. Someone said, oh, 𝗪cie Sanchez needs a chance to show what he's capable of. He's been at the fucking club for nearly 5.5 years. How much time does the boy need? Like, it's just mind-blowing how delusional a lot of people are. I don't understand it. I mean, Harry Kane stays next season, right? And what the fuck does that mean? Are we going to win? No. Like, like Son stays or Conte stays, or it's the same shit year after year after year.
Look. Before I'm going to get on the topic of Pochettino, I actually do want to talk about him. I just want to ask you one last question. Okay, Harry Kane scores. We draw 1-1. We're now up to extra time. What's that done to us? I mean, we're just going to concede 3 goals because the centre back has gotten a red card. Do you think we need to look at this as a positive way and say, thank God we're out of the Champions League and now we can focus on top 4? Or is it something that, like, as a top 6 team, we need to know how to, balance them both and learn how to, just adjust into different situations. When we're 1-0 down, we need to know when to go all attack, and then therefore if we do score a goal, we're ready for the extra time. Because right now, if we scored the goal for the extra time, they're gonna absolutely thrash us. I mean, you saw how many times they want to counter attack to us. Rafael Leao just running rings around our defenders.
Mate, they could have on a different night, they could have scored at least 2-3 goals.
Yeah,
easy,
100%.
Easy.
100%.
I mean, the times when they countered, good link-up play by them, to be quite honest with you. But, I mean, is it Ibrahim Diaz or whatever his name is? That's Man City boy that obviously moved to AC. I mean, he had a perfect opportunity, but he took a touch that could have gone in. Leao hit the post at the end. That could have gone in. Fucking, there was another one where, I don't know, they could have at least scored 2 goals. At least. So, I mean, going away with a 0-0 draw, shit, really, because we're lucky to get a draw tonight, to be quite honest.
I agree. At the end of the day, we're all pissed off as Spurs fans because we just want to see our team win. I mean, why is it fair that everyone else gets to see their team win, but Spurs fans, and then we call ourselves a top 6 team? I don't really agree with that anymore, with that statement. Now, with this whole Pochettino return business, do you think? I mean, I'm predicting that we're now going to be starting a whole new chapter in this whole Tottenham Hotspur history, and I believe when Pochettino will come back, maybe Kane will stay, maybe not, but he's going to rip up the whole thing will be ripped up apart by Poch in a good way, and we're going to have to start everything from the beginning. That's what I think if Poch does come back. I never saw Poch as a manager to take the players to the next level, because he wasn't able to do that with PSG. He wasn't able to do that with Tottenham Hotspur to get them to the final. He never won us any trophies. Now, what do you think? Okay, Pochettino comes back tomorrow. What are your thoughts? I mean, are you happy with that?
What's the chapter fucking 17? It's the
Yeah.
same shit. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the same shit. Because the thing is, Pochettino comes, fucking Alex Ferguson in his prime comes. Spurs will still
Yeah.
fuck it. That's the thing. I don't know what is going on. I mean, how can you bring serial winners in, i.e., Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, who's always won a trophy, except at Spurs
Can you tell me what
twice?
the common denominator is, by the way, with all of them?
What's that? Sorry.
Can you tell me what the common denominator
Well, yeah.
is with all
I
of
mean,
them?
I know that. The thing is, with regards to Joe, the fucking ghost Lewis, who lives on a yacht
Exactly.
in the Bahamas, watches Spurs once a fucking year, if we're lucky.
If that,
I mean,
yeah.
Michael Dawson, our captain, a few years ago, obviously great defender.
Yeah, fantastic.
He never even fucking met him. He met him once or something. And Michael Dawson was at Spurs for like he's practically like
The
half
whole
his
life,
career.
basically, yeah.
And he met him once. I mean, and that's our owner of the club. So we clearly don't
Yeah.
give a shit about the football side of it. It's all about financial gain. That's what I'm saying. I keep saying it, and people are like, oh, look at the stadium. Yeah, the fucking stadium's there, not for football purposes, but all this other additional income. This partnership, we're building a fucking go-kart track. What's that got to
Yeah.
do with football, mate? What the fuck? Are we partnered
All
with
income,
Formula
all
One?
income. All of the income, that's
Yeah,
all it is.
exactly that. So that's
All
what
we
I'm
care
saying.
about.
That's why that stadium's there to host fucking Beyonce concerts, to host NFL, to fucking get a go-kart track in. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
let's be real, man. That is not why
It
the
would be
club was formed.
yeah. No, I think it would be a complete different story if, hypothetically speaking, all that money was to go straight back into the
Yeah, but
transfer window.
that's what I'm
But
saying. I get that. So,
that's not.
for instance, like you look at, I did another post with the Chelsea owner,
Yeah.
so Bowley or whatever his name is, and then Joe Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a separation of like a few million. They're both billionaires. They've both got a net worth of 4 point something billion.
Yeah.
And then you look at him for Chelsea, see what he spent, and then you look at Lewis,
Yes. Yeah.
and you go, well, like, it's not like he hasn't got the financial capacity to make a difference. It's just that his intentions and his priorities lay elsewhere other than Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Unfortunately, so I don't really know what else to say. At the end of the day, we keep on having. Do you think? I personally think that the fans now club aren't doing enough to get rid of Daniel Levy. I believe, at the end of the day, we've had God knows how many managers since Daniel Levy's been our chairman, our owner, and we've won what? We've won one cup, was it? The
2013.
20, was it? I thought it was 2009. I thought it was.
Oh,
The Carling Cup.
that's how fucking long ago. I don't even know the fucking year. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a
Yeah.
Jonathan Woodgate extra time goal or header against Chelsea. I get that.
Yeah.
When was it?
Let's see.
They said 10 years, didn't they?
Here we go. 2008. Sorry, it was 2008.
2008. Fucking hell. Wishful thinking on my
15 years
part.
ago, mate. 15 years
Mate.
ago, it was the Carabao Cup. We beat Chelsea 2-1. Absolutely pathetic. I mean,
Was extra time header when it Woodgate.
Yeah, extra time at Wembley. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 2008. Oh my days! I mean, wow, it's just pathetic to see. And at the end of the day, we've had some fantastic players coming in, but and yet we're still unable to win a trophy. And and the common person in all of this whole thing is Daniel Levy. Whether or not today is his fault or not, you know what? I don't think today was his fault. The reason we went out of the UCL Cup is not because of Daniel Levy, it's because of Antonio Conte. That's not the point. The point is this whole thing is due to Daniel Levy not appointing the right manager. At the end of the day, wherever I heard this summer, I can't remember. Antonio Conte, wherever he went, Inter Milan, Chelsea, they all had stars. Maybe they weren't chemistry-wise, they weren't doing well, but they were all stars. Tell me 4 stars in this Tottenham Hotspur team. Harry Kane, Son, you can say, and then tell me another one. No idea. There's not another star in Tottenham Hotspur. Harry Kane and Son. There's nothing.
Well, I mean, even looking at Son's this season, you can't even say Son, really. It's just Harry Kane. That's why everyone, like even Pep Guardiola and everyone says, oh, it's a Harry Kane team. Everyone goes, oh, you can't say it. It's fucking true. I mean, the amount of times we've relied on him to pull us out of the shit, which a lot of the times he has, good on him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you need more than one player in a team. Like, it's just crazy. And they brought him on when we were 1-0 down at Sheffield, expecting him to fucking win the game with 15 minutes to go. It's just like Richarlison, that boy as well. I mean, £60 million. He's done fucking nothing. Well, how many? He scored 2 goals, and that was in the Champs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Champs. That's it.
So he hasn't even scored in the Prem yet.
Whilst 𝗧𝘁𝘁𝗁 has been injured for Arsenal, and that was a time where we would say, Richarlison's now going to start banging goals. He's done just absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, I don't even, let's just round this whole game up, okay? Let's finish off with saying, where do we go from now? Where do we go now? I mean, what do we do? What do we do against Nottingham Forest now? Do we... I mean, God knows what we do now. What do we do now, Gareth? What do we do?
That's the thing. I haven't got the answers because fucking it's been the whole season. We need to...
Is it really worth sacking Conte right now?
Yeah, I would. Because he's not providing any positive influence on the team. There's nothing positive. We know we don't want to be there. We know he hasn't extended his contract. We know they had talks in December, which obviously nothing's gone of it. We know that he's obviously been back in Italy recovering from post-surgery. We know that he wants to go back home. We know that fucking Inter Milan and Juventus are looking at him. Yeah. What's the fucking point of keeping him? It's like dead wood. I mean, why keep it? Get rid of him, keep Mason, or saying if 𝗧cie, I don't know, 𝗧ci's done well, keep them as caretaker managers or whatever until the end of the season. Or, I mean, what's the point?
It's also the mentality Conte is right now giving to the players. All the players know he's going to leave at the end of the season. Everyone and their mums know that. Like, we all know that he's going to leave at the end of the season. So if you're with us, be us till the end. That's why at the period where Harry Kane was, I'm leaving, I'm not leaving. That's why I said leave, mate, for your sake and for our sake, because you don't play with our heads at the end of the day. I love Kane to bits, but I don't like players. I don't like people who mess around with our head. Right now, Conte, I feel like he's messing around with our head. And tonight, if he would have changed things with AC Milan, I would have a completely different perspective of him right now. But he's back from surgery. He's not 100% feeling right. I mean, it's not just sack him, man. Just sack him.
But personally, for me, that wouldn't have changed fuck all. And I'll tell you why. Because at the end of the day, even if we progress to the next stage, it's still, he does not want to be there. Because he should have extended his contract in December. So, I mean, even if we progressed, everyone would have been jumping up and down. Obviously, I would have been doing the same because we've won, Champions League, big game. But when it comes to Conte, we know he ain't going to be there come end of the season, whether we've won this game or not. Even if we had to win Champs, that's a fucking dream. But even if we had to win it, I think he'd still leave, if I'm quite honest with you. Yeah. I don't think he would stay.
I had what's called a quote today, or not a quote, a message on Instagram saying Antonio Conte said he's not leaving Tottenham Hotspur until we win a trophy.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy will be there until 2050, mate. Honestly,
yeah, mate. Well, since they're building all this new stadiums and that, they might as well fucking building a retirement home as well.
Yeah, literally, just one on the outside the stadium, just so you can watch the game. I mean, it's absolutely treasure. But Gareth, what can we get from Spurs using 17 in the next week? What content are we uploading?
Well, I'll try my best, obviously.
End it on a positive note, mate.
Obviously, all the viewers tonight, you can find me on Instagram. That's my main platform. Spurs News N17. So when I do a lot of analysis breakdown, I mean, it's all my personal opinion. It's not gospel. Take it as you wish. It's just how I feel as a supporter. I do interact with a lot of people as well. So if you got any questions or anything like that, drop me a DM. And just hope we fucking end with some sort of positive come the end of the season, really.
100%. I'm going into now. Well, I'll ask this question a couple of times, but we haven't really gotten a complete answer. But like going to Nottingham, what are your expectations? Do we batter them, or are we just going to lose completely to them?
I mean, to be honest, Josh, after tonight, it's too hard to say, mate. I think I've just fucking shut off at the moment. I don't know. I hope we win. I mean, we need to keep our top four hopes alive. That's all we got to hope for. So we need a strong performance from the boys. We need to look at obviously injuries and how things are going. But it's just, I don't know. I'm just so deflated at this moment, mate. It's just so disappointing. Yeah. It's like I can't even be bothered. Genuinely, it's like I can't even be bothered.
That's where we are right now. At the end of the day, it's piss take. Gareth, thanks for joining. I appreciate it, mate.
Cheers, Josh. Take care, brother. Bye-bye.
Come on, Spurs at the end of the day. I just wanted to quickly say what Gareth said earlier about hope. That was important for me. Hope. For everything we do, we're always saying hope. I mean, just keep that in your mind. We're hoping to get top four. We're hoping to win the FA Cup. We're hoping to beat AC Milan. We're hoping. Why are we like that? Why can't we just be like, yeah, we're going to make top four. No, we're going to win no, we're not. But we're going to win the FA Cup. Why is everything hope? We get to that point every single time. And it's really frustrating because, us as Spurs fans, we want to see our team win. Like Gareth said, he spends God knows how much money on Tottenham, and they just perform like that. And we've got a manager who doesn't want to be our team. We've got defenders that are like that, are just completely out of it. Midfielders, 𝗧cie𝘁𝘁𝗵, bless him, he's still a youngster, mate. I mean, I sort of know he's not even a youngster. He's not. How old is 𝗧cie𝘁𝘁𝗵? He's 22 years old. I mean, shouldn't be starting in the UCL. You've got Hojbjerg, who's the only leader, except for Harry Kane, on the pitch. And I don't think Harry Kane was that much of a leader today. Then you got 𝗪𝗺 and Emerson. Bloody hell, one of the worst wing-back combinations I've ever seen in my entire life. Even though Emerson's been performing out this well right now, he's still absolutely bad. Proper bad. You got 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗀𝗃 on the right, being complete drop of form since last season. The goal expectations to the assist, to the pass accuracy, to the cross accuracy, and then we got Harry Kane up front doing as much as he possibly can. Let alone 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺 with Richie's 65 mil we signed from Everton. A bloody hell of a deal Everton just got for Richarlison. And then 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺, what's he done? Please, someone tell me what 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺's done. I like this comment. 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺's been a pointless signing, in my opinion. You have enough attackers, doesn't even play. I disagree with you have enough attackers, because I think we don't have enough attackers for what we want. But 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺's been pointless. I completely agree. What pointless signing? I mean, he's a group exactly like Richie. What's the difference between Richie and 𝗠𝗁𝗪𝗺? Can someone explain to me? That just does not make any sense to me. And then you got Bissouma. He's been, God knows where he is. Who else? Fraser Forster being a second goalkeeper. Reguilón was a fair. I'm guessing you're saying. Yeah, it was a huge L for him. It's so annoying to see the team like this right now. And look, guys, what I mean, the one positive I can take out is we're on. Well, Spurs are on 929 subs, so if you guys can make it to 930, that would be so good. Maybe something positive to take out of this day. But at the end of the day, we are at that position. And let's just do a quick player ratings. Let me get the players, the lineup out. Let's go to Instagram. This has actually been an absolutely atrocious game for Tottenham Hotspur. Let's go. Where we at? So from Greece. Now, big up, mate. Big up. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the stream. If you do want to subscribe, you're more than welcome. It would be very much appreciated. Here we go. Right over there. All right. Let's start off with 𝗧cie𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺. Classic. You know what? I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think he was okay. His ball distribution was really poor. But I think sorry about that. Sorry, forgot to bring on. I think his goal distribution was pretty awful. But in general, 7.5 is respectable. Then we've got Romero's game for me at a 5. No, yeah, 5. Just because, yeah. Sorry about that. Just because I feel like if he tried, then wait, let me just get on the. I'll bring up as a lineup. Where is it? See Tottenham. Just in case anyone else calls on Instagram. Where is the lineups? Here we go. I mean, I'm actually so pissed right now. You probably can't tell, but look at that. It's absolutely atrocious from us. Absolutely atrocious. Here. Where are we at? Window. Where is it? Come on. Oh, here. Alright, so 𝗧cie𝘁𝗁𝗵𝗺. He's getting for me a 7.5. Yeah, like I said. Christian Romero 5.5. No need for that late tackle. I mean, no need. It was such a pathetic tackle at the end. Coming out of nowhere. And yeah, I'm not too sure what to say about him. 𝗠𝗶𝗹𝘆𝘀𝗁𝗍, I'll give him a 6 just because he's been okay. He wasn't too good. Ben Davies a 6 as well. Not good enough. Emerson Royale a 7. I think he was okay. He wasn't. He was pretty decent. He's probably one of our best players on the pitch. But except for that, nothing at all. 𝗠𝗁𝗍𝗁𝘁𝗁𝗵. I'll give him a 6. I mean, I was expecting much more from him. I was expecting more of a bloody hell, I forgot to even put this on. I was expecting more of a 𝗠𝗁𝗍𝗁𝗵 there. I was expecting more of a bring the ball forward. I thought he would bring the ball forward, but he just doesn't do that. The man doesn't do that. He does his passing, just does passing. Doesn't bring the ball forward, like drive the ball forward. Then we got 𝗵𝗺. I'll give him a 6 as well. Was barely there. I mean, took a shot. He was the only leader on the field then, but that really wasn't as well. 𝗵𝗺, awful. 4 for me. 𝗔Ž 𝗀𝘁𝗁𝘵, 6. Didn't really see him. 𝗧nie, absolutely atrocious. A 3 for me. And Harry Kane is a 7.5. Probably one of our best players there from Harry Kane. But except for that, we are out because that was an absolutely atrocious game. I don't really know how many times I can say it was a terrible game because I'm really pissed right now. So that's really it from us. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We are so close to 900. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if any of you can subscribe, we'll be I'll be very happy if you can subscribe. So once again, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, and as always, come on, you Spurs now. I was going to say, Conte. No, not Conte. He's not building an army. Tottenham Hotspur are just Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, I don't even know how to end this. Yeah, big up yourselves. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, company Spurs.